Hey guys, what is going on? It is Lazy E Modding here, and we're going to be doing some streaming with Lazy E this evening. So we are actually live on Discord as well. There's a link in the bio that you can come and join us on with. So yeah, so make sure you can do that. So I will actually try to post the link in the YouTube chat. We are just now going live, so I'm going to share it to a few places and we can get started before too long. Where are we going to share this at? Just gotta make sure we ping everyone. If you are not yet in the Discord and you would like to be, I am dropping the link into the bio, or the chat, I guess is the true term for it. So yeah, so we have one viewer, so I think we're just a little bit slower than we were the other night, to be honest with you. But anyway, so this evening we're going to do thing a little different. We're going to start a new save. Actually, I think I need to, yes. That's what happens when you have 5 different mod folders, it seems. We're actually going to play on one of Large H's maps. I think it's Hannah, Indiana, I think is what I have. So we're going to play on his map. He's still trying to get some stuff finished up on it. There's a few of us out here that are actually streaming his map, so you can always check out one of them. So yeah, so let this load real quick. I don't know how long we'll stream for tonight, so I've been fairly busy today, so I didn't think I was actually going to be able to stream for a little bit. So anyway, so we are going to, yep, Hannah, Indiana is what we are going to be streaming this evening from Large H. So get everything added. So this map is a Midwest map, as it is based out of Indiana. It is mainly crop as well, so kind of just gonna do as it goes, be that honest with you. If you know me, I don't do crop a whole lot, so well, I do crop quite a bit, but I don't have a sole focus on crop. So yeah, if you guys are in the chat, let me know, make sure that you guys can hear everything I'm saying pretty good. I had a different mic than I was using the other night, so I just want to make sure that everything is working right. So yeah, so we're gonna get going here before too long. Once everything kind of loads up, and it looks like it has. So whoops, I didn't do that. Oh well. Okay, so this is Hannah, Indiana. If you have not seen it on someone else's, like I said, a very Midwestern map by Large H. Boom, a Large H mapping project. So quite a few fields. It looks like 68, I believe, is how many fields are on here. from little itty bitty fields like 19, 28, 38 to fairly decent sized fields as well. So yeah, pretty good looking map. Perfect. Thank you, Taylor, for letting me know. So anyway, so yeah, we are gonna go ahead and play on. If I knew this was gonna be the map I was gonna stream, I probably would have posted it, but I just didn't. So yeah, here we are now. So yeah, like I said, fairly decent map. It is really nice. Awesome. I guess if you want on, I can move you up to the speaking spot there, Taylor. I noticed you in the Discord a minute ago. I think I have it set up to where people can speak. Okay, you should be like invited to speak, I think. Oh yeah, I can hear you. So yeah. Good. It's going. It is going. So just, busy doing hair stream on a Friday night of all nights. Like, how are you doing, Robert? So yeah, it's just kind of no problem. So we just kind of chilling around. I'm not that big with streaming modder, so I just more of a focus on getting stuff done. So, but I kind of figure, you know what, kind of build the YouTube up and a little bit of interaction going, because once school starts, I'm not sure how much I'll actually be able to do stuff. So okay, so I think this is like one of the few farms here. I've touched the map enough to get photos and stuff to promote it, but that's been about it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, don't jump on that. So, if you like flat maps, this map will be for you, for sure, because it's just straight up flat. It is really, if you don't like, it is the opposite of West By. That's what I'll say. So I think we'll start on this farm. It's a little bit different. See how much it. Huh. So we'll go ahead and just buy fields 42 and 43, and we'll get some lower end equipment. So man, you staying up late for this stream. Man, I didn't, from all the way from Ireland. That's gotta be like a record on my stream. Not a whole lot of people do that. Got too many things that are saying notifications constantly. It's like, but I guess that's what you get for people constantly messaging you about how to fix stuff that's not even your mod. Done that several times this last few days. Yeah, I tried to post it around a little bit to see if I couldn't get it out a little bit more. I know it's a Friday night, and there are a lot of people that have things they do on Friday nights, so I don't really try to push too much, but there's times I'll just get on Discord and I'll be like, you know what, let's just stream. So I'm going to try to schedule some stuff a little bit better. Maybe it will help boost numbers. Anyway, so I think for our main tractor we're going to actually use Jono's 76 series. It's like, why not? So put some GPS mount on it. Put actual GPS on it too. Go find some duals. Man, he loaded this thing with options. Not too bad. Kind of like that right there. Add a little extra horsepower to it. I don't honestly know. I just kind of, I don't know. I'm much more of a cattle guy, and I just kind of do the crop operations on the side. I don't think I've necessarily ever had nothing like a pure crop operation, because I don't really know what you're supposed to do while you're waiting for the crops to grow. So, like, like I grew up on a beef farm, and you're always doing something. Like there's never no off season. It's yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm used to being like out in the field all summer long doing hay and stuff. I'm like, what are you supposed to just let the corn and beans grow and wait till middle of July to go harvest wheat? Like, I don't know. Well, just different. I guess it's just kind of where it come from. Like we ran some crops. Most of that was corn for cattle feed, though. That's where most of the corn back home goes. But so we have what looks to be soybeans in 43, empty in 42. So I guess we will do wheat's probably the better of the two. See, like right now, I mean, other than buying equipment, I just don't like. You just like the first part of the stream just gonna be dead because there's like not much to do. So yeah, I just don't know where you're supposed to put. Like, this is something that like I was like really battling myself on, was whether pre-placing farms on Luray or just leave them to be built, because like personally I like to tailor my farms how I want them, but then again, if I need something custom for my farm, I will just make it, because if it's something that I'm not too terribly worried about, I can knock it out in just a few hours. But I think Large H made this farm pretty close to, the entire map pretty close to exactly how it is. So he's done quite a good job on it. Good evening to you too, technically F1. I wonder how many of you guys are from outside the United States. I kind of have a feeling there's quite a few of you guys tonight. Which is strange, because that never happens. Yeah, I ain't gonna complain about it. I'm just not used to having. I honestly think for this live for this live stream anyway, I'm just gonna kind of help promote Large H's farm. There's like, I don't know, like 12 of us that we're all fairly work together constantly and everything, so we try to kind of help support each other, because I mean, once you start doing that, you can start teamwork, and then everything else just becomes nicer. So at one point there was talk about it, like all the Dens people doing a stream on one of the maps, but I don't think we've got to that yet, because no one seems to be free at the exact same time right now. So see, I mean, we are getting international tonight. We are international attention. For 5 viewers, we are international. I will take that any day of the week. So 50 environmental score. That's something else I gotta do, is purchase the stinking soil samples. That it is. So most of the textures and everything are done. What Giants wants me to do is to figure out how to put everything into one mod, and then have a setting somewhere in the game where you can change the texture in the game instead of having all these different mods, which I have not messed much with, or scripts and stuff. The NetWrap mod was the first time I have messed with a script. So now here I am trying to build a GUI HUD that has the options for all the bales and stuff, and I'm like, would it not just be easier for the people to activate which one they want? Because I was talking to some of the other modders that are a little bit more scripty, and like have been in the game a little bit longer, and they were like, my only worry about all this is if you change it while you're playing the game, will it affect the bales that are already generated? The problem is I don't know that until I get the script made to be able to do that, because Giants hasn't gave me an answer about that. So yeah, I hope that it works, because if it doesn't, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do, because if it doesn't change the textures, then there wasn't really the point of having it, because even if you just wanted to be like, oh well, realistically we ran out of this one bale wrap, well, whenever you get done coming back from your save game and you reload it the next day or whatever, it should still, or it's going to switch over to whatever the active texture is, and not, that's how the bales load. So I don't quite know how that's going to work out, and so we're just going to see. So I started working on the GUI script for the settings this morning, but it is, yeah, it's a whole different level of trying to get stuff done. So I am excited to put them out, because I've had so many people reach out to me and be like, hey, do you mind if we like show these off and stuff? I'm like, just give me a few more days to maybe where I can get the finished product done, or at least close to being done to where it's functional. That way, so what you're actually promoting is what I will actually be releasing, kind of thing. And so, which I've never really had that much attention on one of my mods before. Like, I don't, if I actually load up my itch page, okay, kind of, which we were really close to hitting 20,000. Ooh, we are so close to 20,000 downloads. So close. I'm counting on you guys to get to 20,000 downloads here. But like across all these mods is only 20,000 downloads, which is crazy, because if I were to drop one of those scripts on the mod hub, you can almost guarantee that would be more than that many downloads. So it's just strange. It's just like the real hay square bales have 437, and then at the same time the real hay mod is 448. So a little under 1,000 downloads on those alone. But if it would have made, or if Giants wouldn't have put the red X on it because I corrected an issue they had, then there's no telling how many downloads it would have. So, but yeah, so buddy, go ahead.
I had seen whenever you released it, I had grabbed those things and I saw the ping on this.
Well,
I
I
post a picture, like three pictures on Facebook, and they just blew up. I mean, everyone's like, "Where'd you get those bell textures,
yeah,
man?"
yeah. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. But trying to keep the quality when you're having to convert back and forth between so many different formats is a really big pain in the butt. Because if you ever convert DDS files to um, like PNGs or JPEGs, they turn to crap. Like, I mean, they are just straight up pixelated out of the wazoo, and you're just like, really, like. So that's been one of the things why I didn't necessarily really do it off the first part, and plus I was honestly waiting for an update with seasons or something to come out to where it would fix all that issue. So, but now as it sits for Giants to basically accept that, they wanted it as a prefab. So you have the bale textures for the round and the square, and then a fill plane texture that way, so then all the colors match is what their point was, is why they denied the mod. So, which bugs me, but it is what it is. So um, I'm hoping that this mod that I'm working on now can actually get passed than getting struck down, because I am like 0 for 8, I think. So like, so the thing is like the quality, most of the mods I put out have no errors on them. If they do, they're not going to be errors that will destroy your gameplay. I hate errors. I hate my log being filled with errors. And so all the mods I've submitted don't have any errors on them. But it's the little things that Giants does on their end to like make the file just like a little bit smaller that is the reason why they fail. And I have yet to figure out their placeable system to get, because I don't know if you've ever looked at a texture sheet for an in-game or like a mod hub placeable building, but like all their textures are on one image, and it's just superly strange because those images can only be so big. So then you start, that's where some of the quality on the lower buildings drop to. And FS22 fixed this on a lot of issues because it's using normal and AO maps a lot more. And like in my case, I was using the UDIM a lot more. That way, so I didn't have those texture issues. But now that I'm figuring out how to use the FS22 system, you can go back and use the used textures that have been used in 17 and 19, and basically now it makes it look like it's a true 3D thing instead of like a panel, or of like it's an image on a building kind of thing. So it's just kind of one of those weird things that they're doing. So, but no, it's on sale, so why not? So if you are ever playing roleplay to any people that are watching, always check your used vehicle sale place. This is actually a fairly decent. That's where most of my crop operation came from that I was running on my Midwest map. Everything I got for it's like used, because I was running nothing but cattle. So, but it takes a long time to start earning money from cows. So. See, like, so there's like this net wrap mod, which I meant to disable because I hate this thing. But I have yet to actually figure out exactly how it works, because it doesn't work with all the balers. Like, it has to be these add-on balers, which.
Oh, there's a script you can reference on it,
Mm.
Bailers, and put it in. 'Cause that's
So.
what I typically do with any Bailey that I get, and it doesn't have that stuff listed. I just reference the script.
Huh. Is does it have different wraps, or is it just brand wraps that are kind of what it is? I've never actually looked into it.
That's all it is. It's just an extra thing. So kind of how death add-on is.
Oh
They
yeah,
have that. It doesn't do anything.
it just makes it's another requirement kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, death and the dragon. You know,
Yeah.
it's just more money to have in this. But I mean, I like it. It brings more fun.
This is what gets me. So I don't know if like it. So you have all these wraps and you have all these brands, but as you go through the store, you can keep switching between the same brands that are already in the store categories. Huh. Interesting.
That's how Giants is.
So
Stuff that doesn't really make any sense.
yeah, I don't. I don't want to bug them because I'm afraid they'll just start putting X's on all my mods. So don't want to bash them too much. And I'm still gonna tell myself I want to fix this bed to make it work. It bugs me that it doesn't, but I wonder if the in-game, like the one that he actually did, works, and if it's just the add-on one that doesn't. It's like the last 5 days, I've had several people message me about trying to fix that bed. You're good, but yeah. So, Dennis, thank you for saying that. So I'm glad you guys are liking the feedlot. Hopefully before too long y'all can get, oh, where's that? These feedlots. Well, that's not a whole one. Where's a whole one at? There's a whole one. So hopefully before too long, once I figure some more stuff out, you guys can get your hands on the bigger ones, the modular ones basically. So yeah, so we're not doing a whole lot of actual farming in this stream. We're just kind of talking around. So if you guys have any questions, anything you want to say, just drop it in the comments. Anyone's been waiting in the, okay, so no one is. Yeah, so we're like I said earlier, if you weren't on, I did post a link to the Discord. It is pinned in the channel now, or in the chat. So if you wanted to hop on and hop in the stream to where you could chat with us, feel free to hop in. I will try to catch in here because I don't have any of my mods or my moderators active right now, so they can't move people around for me. So but yeah, so we are just gonna kind of keep going here. That's also another mod that I really did like. But so anyway, so now we got tractor and a grain cart, so at least making some progress. So I would say you missed a lot, but you really didn't. So much like the whole last 30 minutes, we've only managed to buy a tractor, or a grain cart, and a few acres of land. So
How can it be?
yeah, 30 minutes. We started this dude at 7:29 p.m. Central. The live count is at 29 minutes and 48 seconds counting. So, and
I'll be back. I'll be gone for an hour then. Alright, I'm done.
if you are Cummins in Discord, um, and you want to chit chat, just holler at me in the chat or something. I'll move you up. Dennis, my map is Luray, Kansas. The map that I'm currently playing on is Hannah, Indiana by Large H Mapping. That I think Squatch has been streaming a lot on, trying to get it promoted. So, and it is a fantastic map. If you are big into grain production and the Hoosier kind of feel, this map is going to be perfect for what you want to do. So the only reason it's taking me a little bit to get going is there's not really a need to get going because crops are either growing or it's not planting season yet. So rather slow of a draw. I feel like that planter would take forever. Extreme, are you I can throw you up in the speaker chat if you want to talk. You are raising your hand, so I'm going to take that as a yes. Okay, you have been invited to speak. Also, if you guys are watching this and the screen ever goes black, it is because anytime I switch back, it loads the game back up and the shaders reset. Although I don't have that many shaders running, it blocks out, and I'm not sure why. So, like as it sits right now, my graphics card's only using 10% of its capacity. So I don't know what's going on, but so. But yeah, so maybe that's something running the game in 4K or something. Because I don't think it's meant to be ran in 4K, but we are, so. Anyone know who did this mod? I don't remember.
Which mod?
The Great Plains John Deere planter.
The 455?
Yeah.
Hold on, it's in the top of my head. What is it? Tyson?
Was he the one that he converted?
Yeah, he converted it.
I bet that's what it was.
And then the Great Plains is done by LBJ. So
Yeah. Buddy, that's actually kind of came. It's on my quote-unquote project to-do list. So that's if you have yet to kind of like notice, a lot of the things that I can get done fairly quickly are things that involve buildings, because schematic wise I am dead on when it comes to buildings. Stock trailers are another hand. I have actually looked at them. There's a few of us that have I don't know why I keep getting pinged constantly. There's a few of us that have looked into doing one. The problem is getting proper design details about it with all the design configurations and stuff. Because if I'm gonna do one, that's what I want. I don't want it just to be one color and that's all its options. I would want it to be exactly how it comes. Since I am in Oklahoma, I have looked at Sooner trailers. They're like a aluminum trailer that I haven't been around, and they're really good. So, but yeah, so it certainly came to mind to do one. There's already one out that's this Wilson here. I think it's CSL that converted it, I think. But the only thing that bugs me is it holds like 10 cows, I think. Which that is one thing that I really do not like about this right now, FS right now, because while all the animals are having weights and everything added to them, and in turn you can actually limit how much you can fill a trailer by the capacity of the truck which it can pull it, they have yet to figure out how to do animal weights to where instead of there being a maximum amount of head that you can put into a trailer, why it can't just be a max weight you can put into a trailer. I don't know the concept behind that, because the way the cattle system is it is set up by weight. So I don't know. I don't even think there's a way that modders can do it without doing a bunch of work. So, but yeah, so it's kind of like, you know. So also, if you have yet to notice, there is also custom plates for the map too. So it is Indiana plates. I don't think anything's really, oh, the letters are color changeable. So yeah, so we got custom plates. I don't think this, oh, it does. Yep, so that's what it looks like. So Dennis, I have seen a little bit of your map, and like what I have seen, live in southwest Kansas near Dodge City. Yeah, it's a little bit more northwestern of you. It's more, I think it's actually based north of 70. So it's actually in a very kind of river valley of Kansas, one would say, because there's not too much of it that's in Kansas that's like that. So I am just a slow mapper. I will be dead straight honest. Mapping is just one of those things that I can do a few things at a time, but I can't just sit down and try to do it, because the rate at which you make progress is rather slow, especially doing something, or like the stage it's in right now is trying to get fence done, and there's a lot of fence, and it is just taking forever to do it, even with all the scripts. So I open the game, or open the map every now and then. It might be done by 2023. You never know. So saying we probably won't see an FS version or another FS version out till, I hope, at least 24, if not 25. Maybe it will be out by the time FS 22 is out of date. You never know. So I'm just not that quick of a mapper. Like, I know the general basics of it, and getting the data and stuff was probably the funner part of it for me. But other than that, it's been kind of just relatively slow. If you are, what, O-Cart, that is in the stream chat, Discord, whatever, like, I lose my train of thought whenever I do streams, so it's like struggling here. Just holler at me in the comments, or at me or something in Discord, and I'll add you to the chat if you want to. I should probably just stream to the chat, or stream to the stage, but I don't know exactly how, if I want to. I know there's a way too. You can't what the heck, that's strange. So fun fact, you cannot stream your view into a stage. Interesting. I would thought you could, but I guess not. Anyway, I guess we will try to actually do some farming, because I don't actually know what we're supposed to do, because everything's growing. So there's no weeds. Well, actually there is weeds. There's a lot of weeds. Even with precision farming, it is. Holy cow. So I guess we will get to go spray for weeds, because what else is there to do? Dennis, there's a lot of times I wish I knew how to make a map too. There's just so many things that go into a map. It is just crazy. I have mad respect for those that can do it all the time. That's rather interesting there. I haven't had any issues with it. I just don't use it a whole lot, as it's, like I said, max of 12 cows, and whenever you have a 250 head max and a pen, then it's kind of a pain to get done. Those wheels are bothering me. Guess we'll just go with yellow, because why not? Kind of look like the Baylor tires are on the Vermeer. So, yeah, I don't quite know what's... I don't really like talking down on modders, but I don't know quite what happened. Something happened, but I'm not completely sure what happened with it. So, like I said, I don't... Every modder has their way of doing things, so I try not to go at anyone because everyone has their ways. So I can't remember if the official version is on Mod Network or if it's on itch. I think the person that did it is CSL Modding. If you want to go, I think he's got an itch. I think. Yeah, I think he's the one that converted it. I don't know if that was after or before he made the itch. So he might not put it on there. I don't. Hopefully one day we can actually add a featherlight or a gooseneck or something else other than a Wilson on it. So I'd reach out to Wilson for a spec sheet, but they already have Giants on their side, and knowing my luck, if I'd reach out to them, they would reach out to Giants, and Giants would put it in. So I still have a bad taste in my mouth from the whole Vermeer pack thing. Would have been a bad deal if a tedder was included in that pack. It would bug the crap out of me. What'd you say? I don't have a problem with it now. It was whenever they all the rumors started coming out about it being true, with no one knowing what was actually in it. Because I literally had just got done doing all the models of the tedder, and that was like the hardest part for me, because that's fairly complex trying to model stuff like that. So for those that make all the fancy stuff, you go, because I struggle. It took me a while to figure all that out. So but yeah, no, I don't have an issue at all with the Vermeer pack. I was just worried there for a little bit that a tedder was going to be included, and I was like, well, that goes a lot of work for no reason. So yeah, so now I just have to figure out a few issues with it, and maybe I can get it to release around the time for the pack. I just don't think it's gonna go to the mod hub though.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will.
So it's just not. It's, in my opinion, it's high quality. Like, but for me to do it in high quality without having to spend hours in substance painter and stuff, it's like I said, it's high poly, so it's gonna be like everything that I can load in it that for dynamic mod or dynamic loading is dynamically loaded. The baskets are dynamically loaded, the wheels are dynamically loaded, So like it's not meant to be a giant poly thing, but I didn't want it looking like trash as well. So wow, talk about some issues there. That's also another reason why I always turn off that. So if you're still watching, my plan right now is to actually have the net wrap mod add on to the bottom of your game settings, and there'll be a spot for hay round bale textures, which will be net wrap technically, and then straw net wrap, and then you can just switch between the different versions of them. I just have to figure all that out because it's a lot of looking at stuff and not understanding it. So I think that's everything I want to know. I've not used GPS in so long. I just like on the other one, like all the stuff I do is I mainly just run the grain cart or in the hay fields, so you don't really need the GPS then. So yeah, it's and especially if you have weird key bindings, it gets to be even more trickier, that I've found, because like whenever I put my joystick controller on, it like went wonky on some of the key bindings. So it was like Control Alt number pad 8 or something for it to queue it up. I don't. So. Oh. Although I definitely was not going in a straight line. So I forgot to activate the actual GPS. So. At one point I had it set to the joystick where I could turn it on. Yeah, I don't know who made the lizard cattleman, to be honest. It definitely is. It was a nice one anyway. I think I still can't remember if it was a. I feel like the capacity was still kind of small on it, especially for it being a tri-axle trailer. But that's kind of what you can do. So things that Giant says isn't realistic. So because there at the start of 22, actually I went to go put my the Silver Star edit that I did to bring it up to basically what I would call real life capacity, and they wanted more features of it. If you are O-Cart and you are streaming, you are now welcome. So they wanted like more features on it, and at that time that's when I was basically doing nothing but buildings, and even just doing what I did with that trailer was like a heck of an accomplishment. So so after they kind of failed that one, I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just release it to the public and move on with life. So now I still need to find all the keypads for what I was doing. Toggle guided steering. Okay, so one of those buttons on the joystick will actually activate There we go. Perfect. Now we have true GPS actually working. So, well, we are getting close to an hour on the stream, so that's a big plus there. So all you guys who came out, we do appreciate it. So we'll kind of keep streaming for a little bit longer. So I'm not one of those guys that do like 3 or 4 hour streams. I don't have that much patience. Well, see, my thing is the way I decide I want to like start modding things is by playing, and I'll get an idea of what I want. So I'll play for like an hour and then spend like the next 5 doing a mod or something, which is probably not what I want to do, but it is what it is. So
So you're gonna be out in the PC for a little bit after your stream or what?
it's possible, just depending on whatever kind of happens. So just kind of chilling right now, just kind of trying to boost up the YouTube crowd. I mean, we're at 30 views for this session, so but over, so kind of went and gone, so I'll take it. I ain't gonna complain. So show lines, that's what I want. Anyway, so yeah, this is Hannah, Indiana, so by Large H. Like I said earlier, he's done a fantastic job on this map. So if you're into a big grain operations map, is literally gonna be perfect. So a view of the PDA as a worker sprays weeds. So 68 fields all the way from little itty bitty 38 over here to 59 looks to be one of the largest, if not the largest. So maybe 58, I don't know. Not sure where he's got all the sizes at. So, but yeah, so if you are, once he releases this and you are looking for a good size grain production map, this one will definitely be right up your alley. So to be honest, I don't think we're gonna do anything but spray on this stream tonight. Unless somehow we can race to like October. So if you guys are new to the channel, you guys go make sure to subscribe to Lazy Modding on YouTube. That's the first time in 54 minutes that I've said it, so go do it, or else.
Don't forget to mention the Discord.
Yeah, we got the Discord too. It's pinned comments, so if you want to join, I think there's 3 guys in the stage chat. I don't even know. I don't have my iPad pulled up with but yeah, if you want to go and hop into that where you can talk, interact, other than just chit chat, also free to do that. I try to at everyone when I do it, so it's kind of like a hey, let's do it, which I didn't even post the link to the YouTube on Facebook when I started, so that was an L, because I think that's what got me a lot. I think that's what got me a lot of viewers last Friday, was I posted right before I started, and I started out with like 16 viewers. I was like, holy cow. So, yeah, so if you're interested in projects, testing, needing help with mods directly, you can also, all those privileges are available via Patreon. If you have simple questions, I will try to answer those via Discord or Messenger. While I enjoy the support coming from Patreon, I am not going to be one of those that reserves everything for Patreon people. I get it. Times are a little difficult, so like I said, most of the money that is actually being made from me on modding is paying for the few softwares that I use, and then we'll probably start helping towards the education, because college is expensive. So if any of you guys are in high school, know that filling out your FAFSA and scholarships will help save your butt. Or if you go to trade work, that will also help save your butt, so you don't gotta do college. So
I wish I could say the same, but
no, we just kind of had this plan ever since I was young, and currently on course to achieve it. So we're just gonna kind of keep chugging away. So
do dreams out.
yeah, so as long as I somehow can work an average of 24 or 25 hours a week for 4 consecutive weeks, I will get a lot of the tuition paid for. So not all of it, just a lot of it. So think about all the good you're doing whenever you subscribe to the Patreon. You're helping me support college. You're putting food in the freezer. And you get like testing benefits where you can see what all has been tested, because per Giants I can't have testers and Patreon. Wink wink, nudge nudge. They won't watch YouTube, so.
You say that and they're actually just watching your screen right now?
I honestly, one of them's in the Discord, so technically I didn't say anything that they can legally come back on me on, so. But, right now there's no mods being tested, so patrons aren't testing mods right now, and with me there's never been mods behind a paywall anyway, so they just got tested, so that's all. I'm not one of those that's gonna keep, with me mods are either gonna be public or they're gonna stay private between a select few of us. I'm not gonna be one that keeps it in Discord or Patreon. That's just not how I do things. So like I said, right now everything is either being privately tested or it's released kind of thing, or it's a work in progress. So nothing is in that one stage, so.
No, I have a question. Do you have a mod on the mod server?
I do not. I have been trying really hard the last few months to get a mod on the mod hub, but Giants hasn't been that nice to let me yet, so. The NetRep add-on that I was trying to push, they were going to let it on. Well, let me rephrase that. It passes everything they needed to do to put it on the mod hub. They just want me to create an interface to be able to switch between the textures and make it to where it's all one mod and not separate mods. So that's basically the project once I ever get the tethers finished up. So yeah, I was really hoping that was not going to be the case, because that really bugs me. So here, you literally have the script perfect and everyone wants this mod, but you're gonna have to go make a HUD for it and everything that does the exact same thing as you would if you were to enter a game. So because it's since it's a script, it can only be a PC mod hub, so you don't have to worry about console users. So with that knowledge, I just wasn't gonna make it a complex mod. It was just gonna be, well, if this is the texture you want for round bales, activate it. Boom, you're done. You don't gotta go to settings and change it or whatever. So, and if you are on an earlier part of the stream, I was talking about where we actually were talking about the fact that it could also just not work how we want it to. It could just straight up either just crash the game mid-game when you change textures, or it just doesn't change the textures of bales at all. And I won't know that till after I get done scripting the mod. So yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about that. I think it's an awesome idea to get it to go together, but it's not necessary kind of thing. And that's Giant's idea. That's not mine. If I had it my way, I'd already submitted them all to the mod hub and they'd already been on. Since they're scripts, it literally takes them just a few minutes to test them. So, and I think I have the tester actually in the Discord. So, because he was chit-chatting with me the other day. So, it's just, I don't know. I was like, well, why can't it just be like that simple? Which I mean, I get it, but there's not a whole lot of mods out there that do what mine does. So I don't have a reference script to go create options from. So, like, I had to have the help to figure out exactly how to actually script this thing, because I hadn't messed around with scripts prior to this mod. So I just kind of like, huh. Which I'm kind of interested now, because if I remember right, I had several of them in here, so I'm kind of interested to see which texture took over the bales. I think it's the cover edge should have, but I don't know. And if it does go to the official mod hub, beware, it will not be called cover edge. So they do not like that idea of it, even though they have John Deere licensing. I cannot call it John Deere's cover edge. So it's gonna be like Lizard's wrap edge or something. I don't know. I haven't come up with a name yet. So yeah. Or I was like, or it could be like Lizard coverall or something like that. So I just like, I want to try to keep it somewhat close to what it is, that way so people know what it is. But at the same time, I was kind of worried they were going to pull that, because I was like, well, they have John Deere licensing. You think they would be, because technically their brand's not on it anywhere, which that might be the part of the deal, but that's how their hay wrap is anyway, unless it's in the wrapper. So I guess they are being very complicated. I will give it that. Like the hay trailer, one of the issues they had with it was the running lights didn't have any lights that actually produced light. They just kind of glowed. And I was like, well, that's kind of the point. But they didn't like that, so.
Here they are accepting the TLX 9000 lights that glow, but yours.
Yeah, I was like, really? Like, but it is what it is. I'm still trying to decide if I just want to release that or try it again get on the Mud Hub. I hate not getting things on the Mod Hub that I wanted to put on the Mod Hub, but at the same time, I don't have hours on end to fix little issues that if I were to release it to the public, that I wouldn't have those issues at all, kind of thing. So, like, on like a lot of my mods, I don't know how many of y'all have actually noticed it, but I do put like a lazy manufacturing on it. It just kind of like puts just my brand on it, kind of thing, is what it does. Well, even though I labeled the trailers Lizard and submitted them to the mod hub, they wanted nothing to do with the one sticker on it. So I'm surprised they didn't complain about the Made in America sticker either. I was more worried about them complaining about that than the manufacturing sticker, but they didn't, so. Because I'm not sure exactly what the guidelines are for something like that, so. We still have a long ways to spray in this field. And it's like more like a 15-foot or something, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's realistic for a starting operation. But it's just kind of, it's a little bit of boring for a stream though. That's the only bad thing. That's why I use Courseplay. Very rarely do I actually do the field work myself. Most of the time I'm moving cows around or feeding or something. Because I have found it's much more enjoyable with Courseplay doing stuff than it is for me to do stuff. So anyway, we will have to go fill up on more herbicide anyway, so. Well, we are down to 8 current viewers, so. We peaked to 9 at some point. Average view is 10 minutes and 57 seconds. Oh, we're up to 10:59 now. But we lost a viewer. Darn. I guess that's what I get for streaming on a Friday night. And it's also not like late at night either. What gets me is those that stream like in the middle of the day on every single day. Like how they get so many views. It's like crazy.
Probably all little kids.
Probably. So, and it's even like on Facebook. Like I'll look through my modding feed, and it's like, because I don't follow that many pages. Like I need to, but I just don't. So I get a lot of like the sponsored stuff that's by some of the streamers and stuff, and just be streaming in the middle of the day, whether it be like ATS or whatever, some other simulator things, and there'll be like 150 something viewers at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, oh. Like I've never really been a big one watching a stream. That's probably how come I'm not a big stream modder either. So
It takes time to practice to stream.
yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. So we are almost out of spray, and there we are out of spray. So well, that is like maybe that's like a quarter to a third of the field done. At least I'm not having to spray 42. That would take an eternity. Anyone watching, do you guys like to do the rock thing? Like I absolutely hate the rocks. I really do. Like I get the realistic about it, but I have never had to actually do it. Like, we never had to worry about rocks. So, but like I didn't realize it's such a big thing in certain areas. Like, yeah, like sometimes I like look at like Larson's farms, and it seems like they're always doing rock picking. I'm just like, holy cow.
They're just too lazy to go out there and buy me. That's all jokes.
Probably my favorite YouTube farmer is probably Sonny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like the smaller operation and the beef cattle. There's not a whole lot of YouTube farmers out there doing beef cows, so mainly because of an organization that starts with a P and ends with an A,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them. So
Yeah, name we won't mention. Yep.
yeah, because they'll all show up and flood the comments.
Yeah.
Rock picking does not work well in this game. I feel like rock picking doesn't work general in anything. Like, I've done it a few times out in the hayfields where you gotta go pick up rocks because the mowers will kick them up. But man, there's some. I mean, I guess at least they got like machinery to do it, but still.
I mean, if they want to spend the $1,000 on a machine, whatever.
So I just like the fact that you can like pick them up with your bucket out of the field and stuff on here.
Do you really?
I think so, because it's just like a fill type, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you angle your bucket just right, it picks them up. Because from what I've seen, that's how the collisions are on the rock pickers. But I don't.
Guess we'll have to try it.
Whoops, we gotta turn on the sprayer, I guess.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah. Try to get back straight so we don't miss any. Hey, look, it's Legacy. How's the doors coming along, Legacy? I gotta know. Have you started yet on those? Maybe he's waiting to get in chat. Is he? Were you the one that pinged me? Oh, I wish someone would have told me my mic sounds like it's listening to a football game on the radio.
To be honest, not like Ian Games.
No, you gotta finish the Doors Legacy. You started that project, you gotta finish it. But I would advise you not to put so many doors. Oh, well, see, so here's the mic situation. So last time I streamed, I was just using a headphone mic, just just the normal kind of headset kind of thing. Well, I found a like a boom kit on Amazon that was like $35 off, and I was like, oh hey, that sounds awesome. So I ordered it, and oh, shut up, go back to fixing your Doors Legacy. And so I got it, and it sounds really nice. Like when I first got it, I just plugged it in my laptop, and the sound quality was like just amazing on it. So I got to plug it in my desktop. While there's a bunch of basically what I'd call electrical noise, and you put 29 doors in that building. What the heck? There's gonna be that. Oh my gosh. But so I had to resort back to my old desktop mic, which is the one I'm using now, and then it fits into the boom. So I'm just trying to make up with my mind if I want to order a like a blue Yeti or what. So yeah, if you guys, you know, huh?
Do not go with Blue Yeti. If you think the microphone sounds bad right now, don't hate that one.
I don't know which one to honestly go with. All of them have mixed reviews. So I've looked at say what?
What's the price range you want?
I'd like to keep it below 150, but
I know a good one is the HyperX Quadcast.
yeah, I've looked at that one. It's like
Yeah.
it's like 159 or something. It's like right. I've thought about ordering it. I with my job that I do, I use a lot of road equipment.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at a lot of road mics and stuff, which they're more expensive, but the quality is just a lot better. But I don't know. Thought about just doing a wireless mic, just clip it on the shirt so I don't have a boom or have to worry about it. It just transmits right to the PC. It works with my phone, it works with the camera. So
I mean,
it's about as expensive as a microphone though, that's the sad thing. Also, Gabe, if you're still listening and you want to keep going on about football and AM radio, you can go and hop on the stream. Just keeping it PG-13 here. That's a big FYI for you. He might honestly be waiting. No, he's not. Darn. Oh, well. We keep hovering around 8 viewers constantly, so I will take it. So, especially with we're just literally spraying, so it's not anything enjoyable. I've thought about streaming when I'm working on stuff, but I don't know how well that'd go over. I feel like some people might get mad about how I do stuff because that's happened before.
you're the modder. They shouldn't be complaining.
That would be from other modders that I got chewed out at.
Like who?
I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to start drama, but they're out there. Not gonna lie, it sounds quite relaxing on listening to how you sound on here. What the heck? Like, what is Cave, aka Raptor? Sheesh.
I thought you were saying that.
No, I'm over here reading the comments from Cabe. Now I just need Brucker on here too, Cabe, and we'll have like it made if Legacy's still on here. Maybe Rooster. Maybe Nick.
Rooster.
He hops on every now and then.
Rooster mod or?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're all kind of like, yeah, we all talk to each other like on a daily basis, so. We have like 3 different Discords that we all chat in, and we'll just bounce projects between them all, so. Poor Legacy's probably trying to keep animating doors over there. Once you see the buildings working on it, it would make sense, but for right now, you might send him a prayer or two. He posted his screenshots earlier. Well, I think we're getting like close to the halfway point on this field. No, not yet. We're getting there, just not there yet. Probably once we run out of this tank, we will probably call it an end of the stream because I know you guys don't enjoy spraying, and I don't enjoy spraying either, so I'm just trying not to use course play on here. So mainly because if I did, I don't have anything else to do at the same time. So, oh man, we have hit a record. We are up to 12 viewers. Oh no, back down to 10. Darn. Spraying is definitely not the most enjoyable thing.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I guess. It annoys the crap out of me when the whole field's full of weeds. Because in most cases, I would just go onto the map and just spray the weeds where they are, instead of spraying the entire field. I also use like the John Deere sprayer, so it's like giant, and we'd easily be done with this field already. The other John Deere sprayer, not this one.
The actual, like, drivable one?
No, I think it's the pull behind one. Where is it? It's the one that came with precision. This one here. The power spray. The Shepherd's always a nice one, but the tank's just so small on it. I don't know honestly who made this sprayer. It's just kind of in my mod folder. I get just random mods from servers, and
Yeah, that sprayer.
it's
That came from, I want to say, Precision Farm. Shepherd came from Kentucky.
so, yeah, I don't add new mods very often, so I'm kind of playing with like there's some of them that have updates out that I just haven't updated.
What type of person updates their mod?
I mean, if you look at it, the history of my mods is I don't actually put out any updates. So, to me, you get it right the first time, or you don't get it right at all, kind of thing. There's very few mods I've actually done an update on. The feed mill was an exception because it had a funky texture issue, but I
And like where people just like make it better, I don't think that should even.
no, it's like if I'm gonna make something, I'm gonna make it the best I can the first time. Like but like with buildings, there's not a whole lot you can like jump on, but like with some vehicles and stuff, like with new things that come out, I can understand. But like, I don't know, just like updating it just to like add one tire configuration.
No.
I just like you're just boosting your download numbers at that rate. So
It's not about the downloads, it's about the reputation.
so you'd be right. So I'm hoping after this stream, when I look at itch, we are at 20,000 downloads. Because when I started, we were at 19.9. So 20,000 downloads would be quite crazy. And at some point I have to make a 3,000 like post on Facebook. I don't know when we hit it. I just noticed today we were at 3,000 likes. It is so. What's your page? Oh, I know exactly. Because I commented about your Moco that you got from BSL. At least I think it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I've done some fixing on it.
I I figured you did.
Yeah, I fixed collision. Put actual sounds to it. I'm working on putting simple IC actually lift up and collapse and look at the blade.
That will be nice.
Can't release it after
That's yeah. I've had a few people send me things that they needed fixed on those mods. So, but
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. I wasn't gonna say anything anyway.
But besides the Mocha map, I have a well, I forgot the guy's name who made it back in the 90s. He made like a 90s F series, like F150 to 350.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed
Oh, what is his name?
actual 7.3 sounds. Just fixing it.
Yeah, you talk about what?
Yeah, bug.
Oh yeah.
ACL, his 86, I'm just adding one configuration plate. See, some 86 series had curved exhaust that stopped.
Mm.
Straight pipe main cab. So I've modeled a curved one because it's similar to the factory. And some actual mirrors that are after that came with the truck. Probably give it to him. Probably release.
That would be good. I like it when people do that rather than do it themselves. I mean, like I get the person that went and did the work to add on the extra details onto it, but like I don't know. That's just one of those other things of a preference of mine, I guess.
Or people just, you know, that one person went through all the hard work of modeling the game
Yeah.
and someone else. I mean, for instance, me, like, I really, you know, I wouldn't release it unless I had it first. But, I mean, there were some things people can improve on. There's some people that just rush through it. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of everyone in it, so a lot of things being leaked nowadays, sadly. You start seeing a lot of good mods not going public due to it.
Just people being ignorant.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can call it self-control.
I mean, I don't really get the point of leaking it anyway. Like,
They think they're cool.
I that's got to be the only thing, honestly.
They wanted, what's the word? Attention.
Yeah.
That's all.
Here, I can't mod or do anything else, so I'm gonna go and leak this one mod that people had plans for, and now you just ruined anything further for it, so.
How exactly did someone get a mod for the leak if it's not even out yet?
Patreon.
Patreon?
That or like a
Or there's...
tester.
Yeah,
That's, yeah.
which a lot of the tester people, like most of the ones I will send mine to are other modders that most of you guys know their names. A lot of them have commented tonight, so I don't necessarily send it to like a bunch of people that I don't really know that much. Like, so it hits the testers that I know before it ever hits Patreon to test. And that's even if it ever does hit Patreon to test, because I don't put mods behind a paywall. But yeah, it just, I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I don't. So.
After someone gave me a bad opinion.
I've kind of tried to tread lightly on a lot of things that way, so nothing. Over the last few years, I've kind of worked just my way up from a little bit of nothing to where we sit at now. I definitely ain't a great modder, but well, the whole saying with the whole farmer where it's like it might not be amazing work, but it's like, or it's still honest work. That's kind of where I sit. I'd rather have things done right and make good connections and learn than trash other people, etc. Stuff like that. Legacy, next time you come at me with your blender caps, we're gonna have some words. I don't like you yelling on my streams. It's so funny because I will constantly do that. I will be in the middle of doing something with Blender and I gotta go type something, and sure enough, my caps lock's on. Just like, I don't know why, but it is so bad in Blender. But there's like nothing around the caps lock button to create that issue, so I don't know what it is. But no, I feel your legacy there. So, well, we are up to 51 views across the board, 13 minutes and 28 seconds average view duration. So, doing good. So, not as good as the last video was. Apparently people really liked that one. It kind of blew up rather quickly. So, yeah. You know, maybe we'll hit like 300 subscribers on YouTube. Last time I asked for 100, it ended up being like 200. Everyone and their cat and dog went and did it. I posted it again at like 99 likes or 99 subs to see who was gonna be the next one, and within like a minute I got 15. I was like, huh, I should just do that more often, I guess. Well, have fun with that. Yeah. No problem. So we appreciate you. See ya. So I think we will probably call it an end once we hit or run this tank out of herbicide. So we're about over an hour and a half in now, so that might be one of my longest streams. So history in the making. Go check in with Legacy and make sure he's okay. He's probably over there adding more doors. Huh?
I'm talking about the other guy.
Oh. I think I just heard him. He's just quiet, I guess.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet.
Oh, there. Well, now I can hear you a little bit better, so. That's what I feel like. Well, we will probably run out of herbicide on this pass, so yes, we will start the extro. So anyway, for you guys coming out tonight, we do appreciate it. So those of you that joined in on via Discord, thank you for keeping a conversation going, because it's rather boring when there's no conversation going. For all those that liked and subscribed, thank you very much. So you might add Legacy to your prayer list as we continue on when he starts animating his doors. So yeah, so we're gonna end it here once we run out of herbicides. So hopefully we can stream again next Friday. I think I'm not gonna hold myself to that because I don't know what next Friday actually entails yet, but we will probably try to stream sometime next week. So I'm gonna try to do it at least once a week. So but yeah, so I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I might stick around in VC for a little bit, but yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to join. Thanks, guys. Oh, now he tunes back in.